Good evening. Yes, very much looking forward to this game. It'll be a fantastic game. Both sides very much attacking minded. Should be lots of goals. I say that and hopefully I don't put a curse on this game, but I'm sure there'll be some goals here in the BFLB Stadium.
Nuri Shahin, appointed in the summer, says there are no favourites this evening. He feels that both of the clubs are playing at the same level at the moment.
They're up against Bologna, and let's see what has happened in that one. And join your commentator.
Nearly came for Lewandowski, who almost had the chance for the perfect reunion with his former employers.
Yeah, it's a big chance for Barcelona. Nikol Schlotterbeck, he's the one that gets beaten initially with a turn from Dani Olmo. Gets left in his way, but does well in the end to get in the way and make it very difficult. Gets left in his way, but does well in the end to get in the way and make it very difficult.
It's a decent ball in and another big chance. Rafinha stretching, couldn't quite get the contact. Dortmund wobbling in the early stages here. Olmo, who knows this ground well from his time with Leipzig and has got a good-looking ball in, which has to be tidied up by the covering. Rafinha, good movement off the ball. It's back for Yamal to have a strike, and, well, he's hit a football a bit better than that in early run from Girassi. They'll see him flagged offside, but nothing doing for now, and that's a useful ball through as well. Big save. Although Barcelona asked where the flag was, Peña came out together, and now, eventually, it is raised. But you called it first, Mark.
Yeah, you can see he's just straight offside. You know, that's the thing, you know, it is a long way back, but the initial decision is offside.
Rafinha's pass was behind Lewandowski, kept alive though by Casado, and then the effort gathered by Kerbal, but they're living dangerously.
Yeah, signs there, like I said, Barcelona, when you...
Well, he's managed well though, and almost worked that out to Yamal nicely too. That's some ball for Rafinha! Would have been a magnificent goal, but Rafinha didn't quite have the radar working.
That's a huge chance for Barcelona. That's why Barcelona is so dangerous. Yamal gets the ball out wide on the right-hand side, and it's a really early cross outside of his boot. Rafinha, normally you'd expect that to rattle into the back of the net. Big chance.
Hansi Flick was living every moment there, and Rafinha full of appreciation for the pass, which was gorgeous from the 17-year-old. Casado. Oof, and Lewandowski with the ambitious hit.
It's so dangerous from anywhere in shooting distance. I mean, you could argue how far is shooting distance. I think for Robert Lewandowski, it doesn't matter. Anytime he turns it and faces the goal, there's a danger that he might get one away.
He's full of confidence and full of running and gets it in! And it's sent over the top of the bar by Sabitzer.
Wow, what a big chance for Dortmund that is. It's a really good run down the right-hand side. Cut back, Marcel Sabitzer couldn't believe his luck. The ball falls to him beautifully. Just, I think, maybe takes his eye slightly off the ball. That's a big chance.
Well, almost rewarding the surprise decision to include the teenager tonight. Has come on as a sub in the Champions League this season already, but it's his first start tonight. Koundé tries to weave into a crossing area, not cleared very far. Lamine Yamal opens up, and Yamal forces Kerbal to get down to make the save. Well, the home fans a little bit restless at the insistence on trying to work their way out from the back here.
It's a save you would expect from Kerbal to make there. Kept his eye on it the whole way around. There were a few players around, did come through a space of quite a crowded bunch of players, but in the end it was a pretty straightforward save for him.
Good carry this by Mecha. Gittins, wild cross, and Girassi frustrated because he'd taken up a good position.
Yeah, there's a couple of times Jamie Gittins has been in possession, in good positions. He holds his line well, and it's a close call, but...
Here's Duranville, who's been pretty reliable for them so far this evening, and that's a useful pass. Well, they're asking for a corner, and they're going to get one. Or is the offside flag up instead? I think it's the latter. Yamal feeds Koundé, Yamal again. Beautiful interplay, and there were just about enough yellow and black shirts in the way to block the route to goal. Yamal, now it's Lewandowski. Deflection might work out here for Barcelona. Koundé's onto it, and Kobel gets down well.
Can slow it down a little bit. Barcelona want the tempo to be quick. It's Koundé's chance. Again, another one for Gregor Kobel that you expect him to save. Decent save, puts it in the right area as well.
Gittins, Reina. Oh, and Guirassy! What a save from Peña.
Huge save from Peña there, absolutely brilliant. Guirassy with a flag for offside in the end, but that's a big save. The keeper doesn't know it. Guirassy, again, you expect him to score from that sort of range. And the linesman, absolutely spot on again. What a save, absolutely world class.
Benzavaini, Guirassy wants it. Oh, was he caught there? Francois Le Texier says not.
Yeah, you can clearly hear the home supporters are not happy. They're never going to be happy when something gets against their side. But Dortmund again, promising, very promising, pushing forward.
Gittins, Guirassy!
I don't think he realises how much time he's on the ball. I don't know if the referee, linesman's flag for offside again, potentially. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it looks like, again, it's a really tight call. Could have been offside.
Dani Olmo brings it forwards well. They've got numbers here. Rafinha's through, and Rafinha scores! Unerring finish. No flag for now, and Barcelona in front. Rafinha doing it against a German side once again. A hat-trick against Bayern, and now the opener at Dortmund. It will be checked, of course, but for now, it's Dortmund 0, Barcelona 1.
Rafinha there does make no mistake with the shot there. It looked like Dortmund plays just stopped. We'll see it again on the replay as to see whether or not Rafinha's held his line long enough. Schlotterbeck, well, that's a really tight one. It's going to be an interesting call, this one. But when Rafinha gets on one-on-one, he has a chance to lay it square. Instead, he goes for it himself. Kobel just on his heels, gets caught out. Rafinha, great finish.
Well, the Brazilian blasting home in some style here. Another goal in the Champions League for him this season. Kobel didn't even bother moving. And Rafinha with the ice-cold strike. Although Hansi Flick is unmoved. Mecha, back to the Austrian. Zabitzer's ball in, Gittins arriving, and again they're appealing for, and getting a penalty. It's a yellow card for Kubasi as well. And Borussia Dortmund have a way back into the game from the penalty spot for this challenge.
It's a shove in the back, isn't it? It's running into the back of him. I'm not sure. You can see there, yeah, there's a push.
Serhou Guirassy scores! A dead-eye strike from Serhou Guirassy to draw Dortmund level. Peña went the right way, but wasn't ever really going to be able to keep that out. It was so well struck, and it's such a good response from Dortmund to falling behind. Dortmund won, Barcelona won.
What a cool penalty from Guirassy there. Real power, real direction. Peña had no chance whatsoever. He was probably the calmest and coolest man on the pitch there, Guirassy. Big moment. Big goal for Dortmund. You see there, it's a clear push in the back.
Nothing in that from the referee. Koundé collects and gets it in. Rafinha, danger here. Dani Olmo! And Lewandowski. Schlotterbeck to the rescue.
Yeah, big chances there for Barcelona. Really good positional play there. You could do what Jules Koundé does really well down the right-hand side here. As they get into the 18-yard box, there's a big chance for
Yamal. And Sibani blocked him off, but he's found Koundé, who digs out the cross. Kobel makes the save, but on the rebound, Ferran Torres is there to put Barcelona back in front. Talk about an impact sub. On for a matter of minutes. He's restored Barca's advantage. Kobel made a great save initially, but couldn't do anything about Torres on the follow-up. And it's Dortmund 1, Barcelona 2.
Yeah, it's a really disappointing one for Gregor Kobel. He makes a really good save on the initial shot on goal, but Ferran Torres has just come on, like you said, in a perfect position. Scored twice in his last 3 games, make that 3 in his last 4. Really good positioning. You can see there he's clearly onside, and it's just unfortunate. Kobel, it falls directly to him, and it's a simple, ends up getting the goal, but both of them huge part to play in that goal.
Gittens. Good ball, good chance.
Huge chance for Dortmund. Really good run from Gittens. This is the first time he's able to get past Jules Koundé down the flank. Gets in a really good cross. And Guirassy, wow, what a chance. What a chance for Guirassy.
To November of 2021, for the last time that Borussia Dortmund were beaten in the Champions League here. They might still manage to avoid defeat. Guirassy, they are back level. Serhou Guirassy at the double for Dortmund. And for the second time tonight, they've come from behind to level.
Could be absolutely perfect for Dortmund. It's the run from deep that does Barcelona in this occasion. I think it was a perfectly timed run through. Guirassy was clearly offside initially, but then keeps himself onside. We'll see now Barcelona losing the ball in a dangerous position, a sloppy pass. And you can see I think it's Pascal Gross. Perfect run, look at that. Absolutely perfect. He's the one that's through, lays it off to Guirassy, who's clearly onside, and all he has to do is find the open goal, and he does it coolly again.
Well, how many times have we seen Pascal Gross do something like that? A cool head in the furnace of the latter stages of a high-stakes Champions League game. On a plate for Guirassy, and he might have passed up a couple of opportunities.
Big problems for the goalkeeper.
Gifted away by Gross, could be trouble here for Dortmund. Yamal, oh, beautiful ball, Torres, it's in! Brutal from Barcelona on the counter-attack to turn it around and lead once again. Dortmund on their knees, Barcelona all smiles. For the 3rd time tonight, they've taken the lead, and they have done so in devastating fashion.
Absolutely sublime from Barcelona. Their counter football was absolutely excellent. Of course, Dortmund have made it easier for them. Pascal Gross's ball slightly overhit. Gittens doesn't react, tries to get back. This ball from Yamal is absolutely brilliant. Torres has a lot to do, takes his time, sets it, finds that far corner. Brilliant finish. Devastating blow for Dortmund.
2 goals in 10 minutes for Ferran Torres. Well, Dortmund were desperately trying to get back, but nobody could get there in time. Kobel's up there. In from Gross. Oh, and over the top. Schlotterbeck with the chance, but he couldn't keep it down. Agony for those fans. And Barcelona are surely going to get the win now.
Yeah, it's a really tight line as well. He lands really awkwardly. Hopefully he's not bad there. You can see, oh dear, that is a really bad landing on his ankle.
And there is the full-time whistle. Barcelona have managed to bag the victory. Well, Nuri Sahin will see this as a badly missed opportunity, and insult added to injury for them here, with Schlotterbeck down and in need of some attention.